Section 21 of the Divine Comedy by Dante Alighieri, translated by Courtney Langdon. This Librivox recording is in the public domain. Inferno, Canto 21. The Eighth Circle, Fraud. The Fifth Trench, Corrupt Politicians.
Speaking of other things my comedy cares not to sing, we thus from bridge to bridge moved on, and when upon the summit, stopped, in order to behold the next ravine of Male Bolge, and the next vain cries. And I beheld it wonderfully dark, and just such sticky pitch as that which boils in the Venetian's arsenal in winter, for caulking up again the unsound ships which cannot then be sailed, instead of which, as one a new one builds, one plugs the ribs of that which many voyages has made, one hammers at the stern, and at the prow another, one fashions oars, another cordage twists, while still another mends a jib or mainsail. Such was the coarse, dense pitch, which, not by fire, but by an art divine, boiled there below, and limed the bank on every side. I saw the pitch, but nothing in it, save the bubbles the boiling raised, and that the whole of it kept swelling up, and settling back compressed. While I was gazing fixedly down yonder, my leader cried to me, "Beware, beware!" and drew me to himself from where I was. I then turned round as one who longs to see the thing which it behooves him to escape, and who, when by a sudden fear unmanned, although he sees, delays not his departure. And I perceived behind us a black devil come running up along the rocky crag. Ah, how ferocious in his looks he was, and in his actions how severe he seemed, with wings outspread and light upon his feet. His shoulder, which was sharp and high, was loaded with both a sinner's haunches, whom he held clutched tightly by the sinews of his feet.
"Oh, Malebranche!"
From our bridge he cried,
"Here's one of Santa Zita's ancients. Put him beneath, for I'm for more of them returning to that town which I have well stocked therewith. There, save Bonturo, everyone's a grafter. A no for money there becomes a yes."
He hurled him down, and o'er the rugged crag returned, and never was a mastiff loosed with so much hurry to pursue a thief. The other sank, and then rose doubled up. Those fiends, though, who were sheltered by the bridge, cried,
"Here the holy face availeth not."
One here swims otherwise than in the Serchio.
If therefore thou dost not desire our hooks, protrude not from the surface of the pitch.
They pricked him then with o'er 100 prongs, and said,
"Here under cover must thou dance, that, if thou canst, thou mayest thieve secretly."
Not otherwise do cooks have scullions plunge the meat with hooks into the cauldron's midst, to hinder it from floating on its surface. Thereat my kindly teacher said to me,
"That here thy presence be not known, crouch down behind a rock, which may avail to screen thee. And be not thou afraid for any harm that may be done to me, who know these things, for I in phrase like this have been before."
He then passed on beyond the bridge's head, and when the 6th embankment had been reached, he had to show assurance in his face, with just the storm and fury wherewith dogs break out and rush upon a poor old man, who stops and begs at once from where he is. From 'neath the little bridge those devils issued, and turned against him all their grappling hooks. But he cried out,
"Be none of you malicious. Before your grappling hooks take hold of me, let one of you advance and hear me speak. Then take ye counsel as to grappling me."
Then all cried out,
"Let Malacoda go!"
Thereat one started, while the rest kept still, and as he came said,
"What does this avail him?"
"Dost thou think, Malacoda,"
said my teacher,
"that, as thou seest, I have hither come, safe until now from all your hindrances, unheld by will divine and favouring fate? Let us go on, for it is willed in heaven that I should show another this wild road."
Thereat his pride received so great a fall, that at his feet he dropped his grappling hook, and to the rest said,
"Let him not be wounded."
My leader thereupon cried out to me,
"Thou that among the bridge's broken rocks art crouching, safely now regain my side."
I therefore moved, and quickly came to him. Then all the fiends advanced so far, I feared they would not keep their word. Even thus I once saw infantry, who under pledge of safety were from Caprona coming forth, afraid, when 'mong so many foes they saw themselves. Then wholly to my leaders' side I drew, nor from their faces, which did not look good, did I remove my eyes. For as their prongs they lowered, one fiend to another said,
Wouldst thou that I should touch him on his rump?
and they replied,
Yes, see thou nick it for him.
But that fiend who was with my leader talking turned round at once and said to him,
Keep still there, Scarmiglione.
Then to us,
Further advance along this present crag cannot be made, because the 6th arch yonder lies wholly shattered on the ground below. But if it please you still to go ahead, go on along this ridge. There is nearby another crag which furnishes a path. Than this hour, 5 hours later yesterday, 1260 years had passed since here the path was broken. I am sending some of my company in that direction, to see if any yonder air themselves. Go on with them, for they will not be bad. Step forward, Alicchino and Calcabrina.
he then began to say,
Thou too, Cagnazzo, and let old Barbariccia guide the 10. Have Libicoco go, and Dragignazzo, tusked Ciriato too, and Graffiacane, with Farfarello and crazy Rubicante. Search round about the boiling birdlime pitch. Let these be safe as far as that next crag, which all unbroken goes across the den.
O teacher, what is this I see? Said I. If thou know how, pray let us go alone, for I request no escort for myself. If thou as wary art as thou art wont, dost thou not notice how they gnash their teeth, and with their eyebrows threaten us with woe? And he to me,
I would not have thee frightened. Let them grin on, then, as they like, for that they're doing at the wretches who are boiled.
They wheeled and moved along the left bank then, but not till each, as signal toward their leader, had first thrust out his tongue between his teeth, and he had of his rump a trumpet made.
End of Inferno, Canto 21.